God's word is not just a history book. It's a blueprint for how we can build and how we can endure in our lives today. You know, Haggai tells us about this. He was the prophet at the time that God raised up as a voice to warn them against their rebellion. He said that they were starting to live in paneled houses. Okay, so this is where we can pause and examine our own hearts. I mean, when you're building anything, especially in business, temptation is so real. You have the fear of competition, you have the fear of failure, you have the fear of not being enough, people always talking down to you, discouragement, disappointment, distraction. You know, that's a lot of D and F words. Oh my gosh, if somebody talked to me like that too, I would totally get discouraged and get distracted and not want to keep building. I mean, I can totally relate to this in so many levels. I mean, but all of these things could cause your perspective to shift. It could cause you to change your outlook on what it is you initially started to build. You would allow doubt, which is another one of those D words, to set in and forget about the mission that God. Instead of chasing the desire that God originally gave you to start building, you start chasing things like fear, insecurity, and being in survival mode. That's exactly what happened with the exiles when they returned home. They started building houses for. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this first point up. So when we start building a business with God, it's important that we must stay alert. Selfish ambition will always try to replace the kingdom's assignment. Okay, wait, so God, you're telling me, you're asking me to start building, but what if I don't want to build? I don't want to be the one to do this. When your foundation is strong, fear cannot come in and creep in and take over, and opposition cannot stop you from continuing to build. You know, God, He's going to send you mentors and strength and wisdom and clarity. He's going to send you the people that you need in order to help you with this spiritual stability and this spiritual reformation. You're going to need spiritual order before the physical expansion. He's going to have his hand on you. He's going to show you favor. He's going to cover you. He's going to cover your business. He's going to provide strategy for you. He's going to help you become creative. And he's going to protect you from whatever God called you to build. He's going to shield it. Okay, so the exile story shows us that restoration doesn't come all at once. Okay, that it comes in waves. Isn't that some good stuff right there? It's going to come in waves. It's going to come in phases.